Transformers issue number 25. That's right, folks. We are entering a new era of the Energon Universe Transformers books because we have a new creative team coming on board. Daniel Warren Johnson's off the book. 24 issues, pretty impressive run. Now we have Robert Kirkman taking over the title and Dan Mora doing the artwork. Or some of the artwork. Because Jorge Corona's still doing some of the artwork in this book. I like both those guys, okay? I'm fond of Robert Kirkman. He's never been a writer I liked. I don't like Invincible. I like The Walking Dead. I'm not reading Void Rivals just because there's so many books out there. And Dan Mora is a good artist. I'm not going to complain. I don't think he's the greatest artist of all time, like some younger people do. But it's solid stuff, and I like it. I just don't know if, like, the moral sensibilities of the Autobots work for a writer like Robert Kirkman. And I think he does okay, mainly because it's about secret government organizations that are terrible people, and we reveal a couple of things that are important or whatever. So let's get into this book. We open up with the Jorge Corona stuff because he is drawing Megatron screaming at the Decepticons. That's what this is. He's beating up Bruticus and the Combaticons. And he's just like, you're all pathetic, you're all terrible. Look what you've done to me, look what you've done to the name of the Decepticons. You've ruined everything. We get like an actual huge page where he's just individually talking shit about all of them. I'm like, what are we doing? Okay. And then he gets mad at Starscream like, you pathetic creature. You've wasted everything. You disgust me. I could have killed Prime and you had to have like a moment of, reflection on your life. You pathetic thing. Throws him into a pit. Asks the other Decepticons, what are we doing here? What are we hoping to achieve on this planet? And they're like, domination? Conquest? Oppression? He's like, peace. We want peace. We want a unified Cybertron, and we're going to do that through domination, oppression, and conquest. We're going to do it. So, let's do it. Peace through tyranny. Let's do it. Yay! All hail Megatron. We throw Starscream into a pile of scraps. Where we also have Astro Train. And we also see just random discard of things that are in there. And then a light that is emerging from the bottom of all the piles. There's like a red light and somebody's coming out that Megatron tried to discard. Who's it going to be? I guess we'll find out later because we do the... I hope this isn't a gimmick going forward because I think it just takes up pages that we don't need. Is like the... If you're watching the cartoon, it's like the da-na-na-na-na, where they like switch from like the logo to the other characters just to see what they're doing. Anyways, the logo switches from Decepticon to Autobot, and then Dan Mora takes over the artwork. I'm not going to complain. I think it looks good. Like, if this is a new era, like, that's some pretty stellar artwork. It's very sharp and crisp. The Autobots are just helping clean up damage at the events in Chicago. Optimus Prime shares a tender moment with a child who's like, you have a mask too, you're just like me. And he's like, yes. Yes, I am. We're all good. Everything's good. Ultra Magnus is upset. He didn't do more to save these people. But they're slowly getting things together and it's going okay. There's like something beeping under some rubble that they're going to try to lift. So they lift up a big pillar and out comes Soundwave. And he's just like ready to fight. So they evacuate all the people in the area and Optimus is like, I'm going to beat you down. Now, we've seen Soundwave talking like a normal guy, but did he get like rebooted when Megatron did like the stuff to Starscream to make him better? Did they do that to Soundwave too, where now he's doing like the retaliation, illogical, defeat, inevitable, tell me where is Megatron, response untrue, conversation pointless? I don't remember them changing that. Is that just like a thing Kirkman wants to do with him now? Fine, it's okay. So him and Optimus have a big fight. Optimus suplexes him again, and they take him down. So they're going to like lock him up into prison on like their Ark ship. And we're going to send Jazz and Ultra Magnus to deal with that. Meanwhile, some random human shows up who's a military guy trying to talk to Optimus. So he's like, hey, you the big honcho in charge of this place? Hey, I want to talk to you about some stuff. Like, you're one of the good ones. Like, normally there's like a big event like this, it's the good ones that stay to clean up. Anyways, I'm here to offer you a partnership with the U.S. government. Cooperation goes a long way. We'd like to show you some stuff if you have like time to come with me. And he's like, okay. So back at the Ark, they're about to lock up Soundwave. We see that Wheeljack's like looking through the caves and he finds like a dinosaur fossil fully intact. And you're like, okay. So let's just lock up Soundwave in this ship, see how that goes. We see Thundercrackers there trying to save his friend Skywarp. Pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff. We're then going to head to an undisclosed location where Optimus is being helicoptered down. He turns into the robot. He lands on the ship. And this soldier's like, listen, dude, you're in some pretty intense stuff. There's things happening in this world that we couldn't really understand or be a part of. So we're here to figure out the best we can. The U.S. government, you know, we take pride in picking the right side of history. You seem like decent folk. So we're going to show you some stuff that maybe you can help us understand as much as we can help you understand. So Optimus has to turn back into a truck because they're going into the lower levels of this organization. Whatever that means, they're just headed down there. They go down an elevator. Optimus turns back into a robot, and that's when he sees there's a couple Autobots that are like being dissected on a table, and we see that this is Bulkhead and Mirage. And they found the green one in 1906. Teddy Roosevelt kept them there. And in the bottom of the ocean in 1936, they found Mirage. So they've been hiding these Autobots. The U.S. government's been hiding these Autobots for so long. And Optimus is like, holy shit, you've been dissecting my friends? They're like, well, to put it that way, yeah, I guess. We're trying to like understand what they are, but we don't know how to revive them. Optimus says, we need the Energon. And they're like, oh, we got that. We got like all this shit. We just don't know how to do it. And he's like, holy fuck. You got a lot of... Well, Optimus wouldn't swear. I'm so sorry. I just made it sound like Optimus Prime would swear. He would never. He's like, my word. Look at all this Energon they have. And that's when the figurehead of this organization that they're working at steps forward into the light. And this guy says, Optimus Prime, allow me to introduce you to the head of Shadow Watch, Miles Mayhem. And this big guy steps forward, iconic mustache, big shoulder pads, very clearly a character. We're going to get to that in a minute here. He's just like, well, Optimus Prime, it's been a really fun time to meet you. Thank you for your service. So, who is Miles Mayhem? You might not know this, and that's okay. They're introducing another classic Hasbro property into the Energon universe. Miles Mayhem is a character from what's the acronym stand for? Mobile Army Strike Command. He's part of Mask. Mask was a toy line / cartoon back in the day where it's just people in, you know, masks that have vehicles and stuff. It's like a lesser than G.I. Joe. And Miles Mayhem ran the organization that was the antagonist to Mask. So Optimus is siding with the wrong part of the U.S. government. What? You tell me the U.S. government's doing something shady with a obvious war criminal? Yeah. What are the odds of that? Meanwhile, back on Cybertron, we get the final couple pages of this book where Elita 1's just giving shit to Cliffjumper for sending Shredhead back to Earth. And she's like, I'm sick of it, okay? Optimus Prime sucks. He left us here to die. He can't help us. He's no leader of ours, okay? He abandoned us. There's no victory on this planet. Our cause is lost. Optimus Prime is no longer our ally. He's our enemy. And that's where Elita 1 is. And I'm like, yep, fair. That's fine. It's all good art, you know? Very good stuff. It's very solid. It's, I guess it depends what you're looking for in Transformers. For, is this the next direction you want to see from these characters? I don't know, but it's good. It's solid. Mask is here now, so fine, whatever. Just good stuff all around. And we got Bulkhead and Mirage on the way. Elita 1's mad. Megatron's Hitler. It's all good. Whatever. Do I think there's going to be some emotional loss because we don't have Daniel Warren Johnson on the book? Kinda. I kind of feel that. But we'll have to see what happens. Maybe something good is going to come from this. Who's to say? So, Transformers issue number 25. I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.